Folks, do you see my hair? How fucked up it is? Like, I don't even know what's going on. I mean, it's just, it's big, puffy, crazy. Well, that's the world we're living in right now. This hair represents the insanity of the world. That's why I keep it this way. I mean, sure, I can give myself a nice, sleek, sexy haircut, but that doesn't represent the world we live in right now. The world we live in right now is a circus, but to be fair, it's always been a circus, but we're living in a very special type of circus. Basically, I did a video recently about Patreon and how they're taking people off of their service. And all these companies are doing it. Twitter, Patreon, YouTube. They're silencing people, right? And in that video, I say that it can go two ways. Either we're just going to lose our minds completely and we're not going to be able to say anything anymore, or eventually it'll balance out. But the problem with that, even if you're positive and you think, yeah, it'll eventually balance out, we have to make it past this point. So from now until it balances out, basically don't say anything. Yeah. Don't speak. No doubt. I almost feel like Gwen Stefani in a way is a prophet. She always kind of knew that we shouldn't speak because we can't speak anymore. Don't say anything. Because you have to understand, if you speak, people will have to have enough common sense to use context. And see, the thing is, context is a very iffy thing. Because most people like to read a headline and then giggle like an idiot. They just read a headline or a catchy little phrase and then they giggle like idiots. Oh, look what this, oh, look at here. They don't really take the time to understand the whole context of a situation, right? And so we have two issues here. Okay, the issues we have is people giggling like idiots over headlines, clicking on them and giggling. And then you have these slimy, disgusting news outlets. They're all slimy and disgusting, all of them. Basically, the news is TMZ. That's basically what the news has become. Every headline that you click on is like this clickbaity, slimy, pathetic attempt at attention. Click on my catchy little stupid, useless story. That's all news is now. Slimy little horseshit stories written by completely just the most desperate, amateurish, pathetic attempt at calling it journalism or whatever you want to call it. It's just absolute bottom of the barrel, useless horseshit. And we click on it like idiots and giggle like idiots afterwards. Right? So all these slimy news outlets, they're basically right now, they're a glorified version of TMZ. I've always joked around about saying, like, if you have self-conscious issues, like if you're kind of self-conscious, you never thought you were that cool of a person, or maybe you think, I don't know, I'm just not that attractive, whatever issues you have, just remember, you're not TMZ. So anytime you need a little boost, a little pick-me-up, just remember, you could be TMZ. So that's as worse as it gets. But that's what the news is now. It's just these slimy little people following you around, waiting for you to say something so they can, did you hear what that person said? And everyone just snickers like a little fucking satanic demon. Did you hear what they said? But of course, that thing that you heard is from following you around for 20 minutes, desperately trying to get a headline. Tell me what you think about. And then you finally say something and they're just like giggling like little fucking demons because they got, we can type it out. We got our headline now. It's like some sort of demonic, satanic insanity, like where it's just literally, that's probably why that dude Alex Jones has lost his mind. Maybe he's just generally kind of like out there, but Maybe he just like, he's lost his mind, you know, because he's always talking about demons and Satan and stuff and reptiles. Maybe all that shit is happening. Maybe the whole fucking world is run by demons and reptiles. Because sure, it might sound silly, but when you really look at the world, it seems fucking demonic. It seems mentally insane. I watched this creepy, slimy little news story today. It was on the network Sky News. And they had on a man by the name of John Barnes. And this slimy news reporter, I don't know, the anchor of this news show, whoever the fuck he is, he's such a slimy... If you want to know what interview I'm talking about, it's on the YouTube channel Sky News, and it's an interview that John Barnes did. And the headline of the news is Liam Neeson deserves a medal. And John Barnes was trying to explain how, yes, he made a mistake. He had this idea of like this anger, and he wanted to take it out on somebody, and he realized how horrible it was, and he felt horrible for it. And this slimy little news reporter, it's not just him, they're just trying to squeeze a story out. Yeah, let's go, yeah. And it's just, that's all it is. They don't give a shit about nothing but exploiting people for headlines. That's why they fucking jerk off when a tragedy happens. That's these fucking satanic news fucking networks, they just jerk off in their own fucking mouth when any tragedy happens or any sort of thing. Liam Neeson is in trouble? Oh, this is going to be a juicy story. Because to them, existence is juicy stories. It's not people's humanity and lives that are on stake. No, it's a juicy fucking story that they can jerk off in their own mouths to. Because that's what the fucking world is. It's just a juicy news story. So these fucking little demons, they just sit there, yeah, tragedy all around the world. Headlines, tragedy. Let's cover it 24 hours a day. And then pretend we're really genuine about it. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sky News. Tragedy in Colorado here. Well, hello, everybody. Yeah, a lot of bad things are happening. And then the second they stop pressing record, they're like, oh, fuck, I love all these tragedies. Oh, my God. Yeah, keep them coming. Yeah, keep them coming. It's fucking insanity. Like I said, you wonder why guys like Alex Jones have lost their fucking mind and they're talking about demons and reptiles controlling the world. Well, it sure fucking seems that way, doesn't it? Right? It's people just love this fucking shit. Who's the next one in line? Yeah, it's a fucked up world we live in right now. So really, all we're left with right now is to literally don't speak. Because every fucking thing you say will be turned into a small little catchy horseshit title with zero context. And that's the world we live in right now. So watch what the fuck you say. That's it. So have a good day, everybody. Take care. Bye.